Welcome to this educational video on sports analytics and probability modeling. Today, we'll explore how statistical models can be used to predict NFL game outcomes. We'll take a real-world example from the NFL 2025 schedule and show how a mathematical model can forecast game results. Let's start by understanding the key metric used in this model, the Team Frequency Ranking, or TFR. This is a measure of team strength on a scale from 0 to 100, based on team performance data from previous seasons. A team with a TFR of 100 is considered extremely strong, while a team with a TFR of 0 would be extremely weak. For example, in our data, the Kansas City Chiefs have a perfect TFR of 100, while the Houston Texans have a TFR of 0. Now, let's look at how we use these TFR values to calculate win probabilities. The model uses a simple but effective formula. The probability that Team A wins is equal to Team A's TFR divided by the sum of both teams' TFRs. This is an application of what's called a Bradley-Terry model in statistics, which estimates the probability of one competitor beating another based on their relative strengths. Let's walk through a specific example to see how this works in practice. We'll analyze the Week 2 matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. According to our data, the Commanders have a TFR of 48.1, while the Packers have a TFR of 77.8. Let's calculate the probability of the Packers winning. The Packers' TFR of 77.8 divided by the sum of both TFRs, which is 48.1 plus 77.8 equals 125.9. So 77.8 divided by 125.9 gives us approximately 0.618, or 61.8%. This means the Packers have about a 62% chance of winning, according to this model. Once we have the win probability, the model uses it to calculate a point spread. The formula is point spread equals the win probability minus 0.5, multiplied by 14. For our Packers-Commanders game, that's 0.618 minus 0.5, which equals 0.118. Then we multiply by 14 to get 1.65, which rounds to about 1.7 points. What does this mean? It suggests the Packers are expected to win by about 1.7 points, which is a relatively close game. The final step is to convert the point spread into a predicted final score. The model assumes an average combined NFL score of about 50 points, and then allocates those points based on the calculated spread. For our example, the model forecasts a final score of Packers 27, Commanders 23. Notice that the difference is 4 points, which is slightly higher than our calculated spread of 1.7. This happens because football scores come in specific increments, like 3 for field goals and 7 for touchdowns with extra points, so the actual score prediction gets adjusted to realistic football values.